Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Clockwork Apple, and today I'm going to be reviewing Soul Bubbles on the DS. If you haven't heard of this game, I wouldn't really be surprised. It's one of the lesser known games on the console, and which is a real shame because it's actually a fantastic little puzzle game. Actually, even then, I'm not sure if the word puzzle is quite right, but it really is a hard game to put into words. I think the phrase is genre buster. It doesn't really fit into anything, so I think it's just best to explain overall what actually happens in this game. So, you play as a psychopomp, which is a spirit guide. You find the lost spirits and you take them from where they are and guide them onto the next world. Then you guess this is you on the cover here, this cool little tribal-looking guy with this long scarf here. And the way you have to get the souls around the place is by blowing a big bubble around them so that they can survive in the dangerous outside world, and you have to use your powerful lungs to blow them around a maze to get them to the end. As you can see on the back of the box here, there's obstacles you have to get the bubbles around, so there's enemies will attack the bubble, try and drag it into spikes, and you have to deal with all kinds of dangerous things, because if the bubble pops and the souls are stuck outside of the bubble, they'll start panicking and basically dying, which is terrifying, I think. You know, these are souls that are dying. If you fail in this game, then that's it. I mean, they don't get any afterlife. That is terrifying for this game. I think that's why they gave it a 12. The actual plot of this game is that you are this new psychopomp and you're going through your training. Your old master is telling you about how to guide these souls and basically handing on the job to you. That's really as far as it goes for story-wise. There's a little bit later on in the game, but really it just carries on with the job being handed down to the new guy. So, there's not much plots to talk about, but this game really doesn't need it. It's an atmospheric journey, I think is the word I'd use to describe it. So, you go through the tutorial levels, and then you get introduced to the world tree. Each branch heads off to a different tribe. So you start off in the forests, it's all very ancient and Celtic, then you move to the Australian deserts, and you keep going through jungle and ice, and I think there's like far-off Asian castles. Each different level is completely unique in design, but has general same themes. So there's 5 here, then 5, then 5, then 5, then 5, then 5. And each different branch has a different amount of souls you need to save before you can unlock the next branch. And for the DS, this game looks gorgeous. I mean, it is just beautiful. There should be a PC version of this game. I think if someone made this on PC, I reckon it would release it on Steam. I think it would go everywhere. People would love this game because it's so atmospheric, so calming, and in a weird way you get emotionally involved with it. I mean, there's no plot or characters, but the little souls, even though they're just glowy balls of light, you really want to protect them and save them and get them to the next world. And I think that's probably the reason I really love this game. Is it's so simple, but I just want to see the happy ending that these little guys get. So basically, to actually gameplay point of view, your main power is just simply your character's lungs. So you've got the bubble floating around, and you have to, you blow it around the maze. Also, apart from that, you get 3 masks, which you need to help through your journey. There's the Hummingbird Mask, which you use to draw new bubbles, because if one pops, you need to get a new one, or sometimes you need some to interact with the environment, such as picking up water. There's the Tiger Mask, which is for slicing things, so you can cut a bubble in half to get 2 smaller bubbles, join 2 small bubbles together into a big bubble, as well as using it to attack enemies and slice through sticky vines and whatnot. And last there's the Elephant Mask, which is, its only real use is deflating bubbles if they're too big, so if you've got there's 7 souls per level, and if they're all in this little bundle about this big and the bubble's about this big, you can shrink it down to make it easier to maneuver. So even with just 3 masks, it actually gets quite deep gameplay, having to figure out which bubbles to use and where, how to get around your environment. Aside from that, you've got a few other things to do in the levels. There's this thing called, I think it's just Stardust, which basically shows the path you're meant to take. And you have to collect all the Stardust in the level to get a better score. But also there's a little mechanic, you won't really notice it, but the more Stardust you collect, the more the souls light up the level. Because at the beginning the level is pitch black and you can't see anything, but once the souls have been through, it lights up. The more Stardust you collect, the more light they give off, so you can see further. Also, hidden in each level are 3 calabash fruits, which apparently are the favourite food of the souls. And you can tell when one's near because the souls turn into these little pink heart shapes instead of their normal glowy blue shapes. The souls actually change shape depending on their situations. Normally they're little glowy blue things. If they're in danger, they become these yellow triangles and they sort of jitter about and panic. And if the bubble pops, they start turning red and fizzing away. And if they die, is that the word? Can a soul die? If they fade away, you get this little scream and they turn to white, and I feel so sad. I have to start the level again because I don't want the souls to die. They're so nice and friendly. So, yeah. I think I've actually pretty much said all there is to say about this game. You need to, I mentioned the calabash. You need to collect enough of them to unlock the last level, but it's not too difficult to do that. And really, there isn't actually much else to say about this game. It's just this gorgeous, atmospheric puzzle game that anyone who owns a DS or 3DS, seek this out. It is probably one of the most hidden gems on the console. And I think more people need to know about this. So if you know anyone who has a DS, or if you have a DS yourself, spread the word, get this game. You will fall in love with it like I have. I've been Mr. Clockwork Apple, and people need to know about this. Goodbye.